Hey everyone, this is Miss Merritt, and I'm going to show you quickly how to do a voiceover in Final Cut Pro. Now, what I like about doing a voiceover in Final Cut Pro is that I could actually see how the visuals line up with what I'm saying. And it does eliminate that extra process of exporting and then importing the voiceover track into my project. But again, it all depends on your circumstances within your group and what you guys feel comfortable with. But I'm happy to show you the second option. Alright, so in order to do a voiceover in Final Cut Pro, you would go to Window, Record Voiceover, and now it depends. So if it pops up like this, make sure that the advanced drop down is visible. For input, please make sure that your external microphone is selected. Right now I'm using my earbuds, but you guys are going to have either iRig or the Snowball. So you want to make sure that that is selected under input, mono, channel 1. You can leave monitoring off. For countdown, now I personally like the countdown, the 3, 2, 1. So that gives you like a couple seconds to get mentally prepared to do your voiceover. But if you just wanted to start recording the second you hit the red button, then you can uncheck it. I also think that it is great to mute your project while you're recording, because if your voiceover goes over the length of the part you intended to record for, then it may cause an interruption, or you also may have music already in your project. So you want to make sure that you are focused and don't run into accidentally having that music in your recording background sound, because that's also going to sound weird. So just make sure that you mute the project while you're recording. Also name the voiceover tracks. So let's say, for example, the voiceover script is for the part where it's establishing the need, then you would name it as such, like so. Before you start recording, again, it's always good to see if your mic is working, whether you're seeing the green bar fluctuate as you talk. That's also a good sign. If it's not going up and down, then that means that your mic is either not plugged in or it's not working. Excuse me, little burpee. But always do like a test recording before you do the whole narration, because you could run into issue where you hear a hissing or a static noise, and then I would have to come in and give you a different microphone. So you would place the playhead where you want the voiceover to appear, and then you just do a simple testing 1, 2, 3, like so. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. If you see the audio waves, then that means that your voice is picked up. You will play it back just to see how it sounds. When you do the actual recording, you may end up having to boost the audio like so. When your cursor is 2 opposing arrows going up and down, then you would click, hold, and drag up to boost where necessary. Now, if you mess up, like you did like the first like 3 or 4 sentences correctly, but you messed up at the last part, you wouldn't necessarily have to start over. You would just start from that sentence. So you would trim when it's 2 opposing arrows horizontal, then you would click, hold, and drag inward, and then place your playhead right at the end, and then you would record, the last sentence. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And trimmed where there's no audio, so it just sounds natural. All right. Couple other things, quick tips. It's also important to name it because if you have to move some things around just to fit, and then you don't accidentally mix up the audio tracks, and if you have to extend the clip or add more photos to fill in your narration, that's fine. Just make sure that you get it done and that everything lines up based on what you're saying. Now, if you accidentally delete an audio track but you've done some additional editing and like you can't Command Z like undo it, Final Cut Pro keeps a record of all the audio tracks that are recorded into it. So if you go to audio only, you could easily find it in the audio only browser and just drag it back down when you need it. So you wouldn't have to record it over. You could just simply grab it and then drag it to where it needs to go, just like that. So that's it on the tutorial on how to record a voiceover in Final Cut Pro. If you have any additional questions or run into any technical difficulties, do not hesitate to come get me. All right, I can't wait to see your final product. I will catch you guys later. Bye.